welcome back to another Bridge video. My name is Sarisha and I'm here to teach you something. Before we begin, let's go over all of the YouTube-y things. Make sure you like, you subscribe, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all of those great things so that you can be informed about what is happening and when the next video is up. All right, so today, what are we doing today? Oh, today we are going to be doing another microwave video. I'm going to be teaching you how to microwave eggs. No, I'm going to be teaching you how to cook eggs. There you go. I'm going to be teaching you how to cook eggs in the microwave two different ways. So how to scramble them and how to hard boil them. Super delicious, super good, easy, go to breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever. All right, so here at Bridge, we always like to do a word of the day, a word that you can use in your everyday vocabulary. You can take a minute, write it down, use it with your parents, use it with your friends. Just, it's fun to have new words that you can use. So today's word of the day is assert. It is a verb. It means to state a fact or belief confidently and firmly. So I am sure that many of you know people or have heard of people that like to assert their opinions very loudly, very boldly. And I would just like to assert that pineapple is one of the best fruits. That's it. That's my, my belief that I'm gonna assert that into this conversation. The fun fact about me today is that I recently bought a sewing machine and I have been learning how to sew. And I haven't made my own clothing yet, but I have, altered, hemmed, tightened, that kind of thing, clothing that I already own. I had a pair of pants that didn't have belt loops on it, and so I put belt loops on the pair of pants, and now they are much more comfortable. So that is the fun fact about me today. All right, I think we covered everything, and with that, I'm going to take you over yonder, and we are going to make some microwave eggs. All right, so we have a little bit of a different setup today. It's actually the original setup in my first video that wasn't my intro, but whatever, that doesn't matter. So we are going to make microwave eggs two different ways. So we're going to start with how to hard boil eggs. You can also do like a soft or a medium boil, and that just all depends on when you take the eggs out of the microwave, of the hot water, and put it into cold water. So let's start. First, you are going to need some eggs. You are also going to need a microwave safe bowl. That means obviously no metal, nothing like that. You want to check at the bottom. Usually bowls will say that they're microwave safe, dishwasher safe, oven safe, all of that kind of stuff you can usually find at the bottom of a bowl or a mug or any kind of cooking thing. And then you're going to need some water. This is warm water that I just got from the tap, and also you are going to need some salt, and you are going to need a ½ tablespoon measuring device. I had it with me. Hold on one second. I'm going to go get that. I'm sorry, not tablespoon. You're going to need a ½ teaspoon. That is important, teaspoon measuring device. So what I'm going to do is, and before I start, microwaving eggs is, full eggs can be kind of difficult. There is a risk of them exploding in the microwave if you don't either put enough salt in the water, or if you don't prick the bottom of the egg. So today we're going to do it with salt. If you don't do this step, bad things can happen. So do not miss the salt or either pricking the bottom of the egg. So you're gonna take your eggs. I'm just gonna do 2 eggs today. And you are going to fill your container with water, and the water is gonna be about 1/2 inch above the egg line. So I'll give you a close up of that. And then you're going to put a 1/2 teaspoon of salt in for each egg. And I'm gonna actually put a little bit more water in. And then because I have just two eggs, I'm going to microwave this for 4 minutes. If you were to do 4 eggs, you would microwave it for 5 minutes. And if you were gonna do 6 eggs, you would microwave it for 6 minutes. And you don't really want to do more than 6 eggs at one time in one microwave. Now, every microwave is going to be different. This is based on a 1500 watt microwave, but that's kind of the standard thing. But again, every microwave is different, as I have said in a previous video. So I'm going to put this in the microwave and wait 4 minutes. And while that is going, I'm going to prepare a bowl of water, cold water. Okay. So I used a towel to get the bowl out of the microwave. And if you want a soft-boiled egg where it's a little bit runny on the inside, you'll take this out of the water right away. Now that's not really how I like my eggs. I like them a little bit more hard-boiled. So I'm actually going to set a timer for 2 minutes, and then I'm going to take the eggs out of the water. If you like them a little bit more medium, where they've got kind of a not super hard center, you would wait about 1 minute and then take it out of the water and put it into a bath of ice water that I have prepared. So while we are waiting for that, we are going to make the other type of eggs in the microwave, which is scrambled eggs. So I am taking a microwave safe mug, and I'm just going to spray it with a little bit of olive oil or cooking oil. Now you can also do a little bit of butter. You can microwave this in the butter in the mug and then spread it around the thing, but I'm just gonna do olive oil. And then I'm gonna take my 2 eggs and I'm going to crack it into my mug. And this scramble recipe is something that you can get really creative with if you have something like sausage, or if you have mushrooms or spinach or cheese or tomato or anything like that that you want to put in this. You can definitely get fancy and make it even more extreme, but I'm just going to do simple eggs with salt and pepper. I might put a little everything bagel seasoning at the end, and I'm going to season with some pepper and some salt. And you can also do a splash of milk, or I'm going to do a little splash of water, and that's actually going to help your eggs just get a little bit more fluffy. And then I'm just going to beat them until they look nice and fluffy. And my alarm for the 2 minutes is up. So I'm going to very carefully, probably should have gotten a different thing for this, but I'm going to very carefully take the eggs out of the hot water and dunk them in to the ice bath. And I'm just gonna let that sit for, well, while we're making the other eggs. I really like pepper, so I'm gonna add a little bit more pepper. And again, you can add whatever you want. You will add whatever it is in the middle because you're gonna cook this twice. Okay, so that looks good. You know what scrambled eggs look like. And so again, this is gonna vary between the microwaves, but I'm going to cook mine for 1 minute, and then I'm going to take it out, I'm going to stir it up, and then I'm going to cook it for another 45 seconds. And that is what I have found with my specific microwave works best. So I'm going to take this out of the microwave. It might be hot.
Move the eggs around a little bit, and then if they're really liquidy, you're going to want to put them in for 45 seconds. If they're less liquidy, you could put them in for 30 seconds. It really just depends.
And this is where you would take it out and you could put whatever you want. So like spinach, mushroom, whatever it might be. So I like cleaning up while I'm waiting for things to cook in the microwave. Then by the end, when I'm ready to eat, it's all cleaned up. It's all good to go. Scrambled eggs. They don't look the most appetizing, but they're fluffy, they're good, they're delicious, and they're made in basically 2 minutes. And I'm going to eat these, I'm going to add a little everything bagel seasoning. I might add a little bit of ketchup, don't at me. And yeah, these are so good. All right, so before I finish all of that, I am going to deal with these hard-boiled eggs. Now, there's a couple different ways that people like to open their eggs. My favorite way is I just like to kind of crack them and roll them and let most of this outside skin crack before I start. And then I'll just put the shells in the water for now since I don't have an extra container. Some people like to crack the eggs against each other. Some people like to shake them in a cup. Also, you can add a little bit of vinegar to the water, and that can actually help sometimes if you find that your eggs are hard to peel. Ooh, that was a good piece. All right, now I'm going to, I should have grabbed a plate, but just gonna use my fork and show you the inside of this perfectly cooked hard-boiled egg. Look at that. So good. And then you can put this on salads. You can eat this by itself. You can make tuna salad. You can make potato salad. You can make deviled eggs. There's so many things that you can do with hard-boiled eggs, but they're just a really great snack. Thanks for joining me when cooking some microwave eggs 2 ways. Before I get to eat my breakfast, I am going to say goodbye. Make sure that you tune in next Friday for another Bridge video, or again, follow us on Facebook or Instagram to know what's going on. As always, make sure that you wash your hands, clean up after yourself, and take a sip of water. I'll see you next week. Bye.